The new Tacoma is finally here.
It's been 10 years since the last one.
And today we're going from the most basic Tacoma
to the most baller trims as we test the new generation.
And maybe we'll have a little treat for you.
Welcome to Donut.
This is the most affordable Tacoma right here, the SR. It starts at $31,500.
You may have already seen it at your local Home Depot parking lot.
Let's get out on the road and see how this thing feels. Oh yes. Gonna be honest, Justin, it's not the fastest truck in the world here. One of the big changes that this truck does have over the last generation is a new engine. This has a turbocharged 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. I think it's making 228 horsepower, 243 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow, that's got some pull.
It's got some pull. It's good acceleration. I mean, for a truck like this, I would expect it to feel a little slower, honestly. I think Tacoma purists are gonna make noise about the V6 being gone, but honestly, this thing feels really good, and it just drives so much better as a result. That V6 had, what, 276 horsepower?
It didn't feel like it.
It really didn't, actually. You had to, like, really rev that thing out. This thing makes peak torque at, like, 1,500 RPM. We have some V6s in are those first gens?
Yeah.
Those things struggle going uphill in our trucks. This thing feels good.
There's an old joke us Toyota boys like to make. You've got the efficiency of a V8 and the power of a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, I think they revised this front suspension. Going around these turns here feels decent. Once we hop into a truck with coil springs in the back,
We'll feel a difference.
that'll feel a lot different. This still has leaf springs in the rear. That's one thing from the previous generation. Still has leaf springs in the back.
And this is definitely base of the base model.
Yeah.
Like, the plastic in here feels like the back of a cop car.
With the leaf springs though, this SR has a tow rating of 6,500 pounds. All right, we couldn't drive the pre-runner at this event, unfortunately, so that's a 2-door, 2-seater with leaf springs and a long bed. That used to be a pretty popular trim back in the day.
But now everyone's addicted to 4-wheel drive.
Everyone wants to go overlanding, they want to go camping, but they're bringing back that pre-runner. This is a really important truck for Toyota. A lot of other companies are building mid-sized trucks now. The Ranger's back. The Chevy Colorado has been making waves. Even GMC is getting in on it. It's a space that's really heating up, and if Toyota drops the ball, they're gonna lose a lot of market share in a segment that they've dominated for over almost 30 years now.
And honestly, based on what we're seeing, I don't think they dropped the ball at all. It has button panels so that you can add lights or anything you need, maybe a winch. And it comes with CarPlay stuff, like it has a screen, it has nav. You still have power locks, power windows, push button start. You still get a digital dash. One thing Toyota hasn't slouched on is options. There are 8 different trim options for this truck.
That's what's cool about the Tacoma though, is that you can get one and then customize it yourself to exactly the truck that you want, and that's kind of the appeal of the Tacoma as well. This feels like a really good foundation for the rest of the trucks we're going to be driving today. I'm really excited.
And they're off. Go. Okay, hey, don't judge me. Why should I be down there racing for apples and oats when I've got a chance to win big with DraftKings? Their DK Horse app is the #1 ranked horse betting app in America. And to celebrate the 150th Kentucky Derby this weekend, they're giving you the ultimate Derby experience. All new customers who sign up by clicking the link below or using my code BUFFHORSES will get a 100% deposit bonus up to $250 when you deposit a minimum of $25. And if this isn't your first ride with DraftKings, you can easily use your same login to start betting on the races now. No need for a new account. So saddle up, partner, and download the #1 ranked horse betting app in America by clicking the link below and using my code BUFFHORSES. That's DK Horse app. Download it now.
So far, so good, but we did say we had a little treat for you today.
Here it is, Nolan.
Dude, I've been waiting to drive/ride in one of these Land Cruisers since they announced it. Inside is very utilitarian, much like the SR.
This is the base Land Cruiser, which is also known as the 1958 trim. Cloth seats, very minimalist interior, but it still comes with the iForce Max 8-speed transmission and the hybrid 4-cylinder system.
Toyota has been ruling the hybrid game for decades at this point.
And you want your big SUVs.
But you also want to get decent mileage. iForce Max. So that's 328 horsepower, 468 foot-pounds of torque.
Great.
Because of that hybrid battery in there, that's giving you that oomph off the line.
But the main things that make this a Land Cruiser is the fact that it has the full-time 4-wheel drive. That's something they switched to in the 90s when the 80 series came out.
Okay.
And honestly, this is very 80 series inspired.
Talk about Porsche real quick. There's a certain Porsche buyer who is willing to pay more for less. And in this truck, I kind of feel that as well. It's not the fanciest SUV I've ever been in, but it feels so deliberate and so purpose-built for off-roading, for getting out there, that I don't mind.
This actually feels skinnier than the Tacomas.
It does, actually. This just feels ready to do anything, and I love it.
But you might be asking, why did they bring the Land Cruiser back?
I am wondering that.
Well, Lexus brought that GX 550 out,
which
uses the same drivetrain system as this, except they use the V6 twin turbo.
And that's the one that's in the Sequoia, right?
That's the Sequoia one, that's the Tundra one. Toyota has this platform option laying around. Why not bring the Land Cruiser back?
The Land Cruiser has been great, but let's get back to business. The Tacoma.
All right, Justin, we are in the brand new trim level, the Trail Hunter.
Yes, the Overlander from the factory.
I was gonna say, this thing is tailor-made for you, I think. Well, even the color on this thing.
I love it.
You wear pants this color every single day.
It's like a metallic olive.
It's so nice. It's a really cool color. It looks like a warthog from Halo.
It does, it does. And the interior is really nice.
We'll get to all the other goodies on this truck, but the interior is by far a huge step up. It's got awesome yellow stitching on the seats, really cool like stone wash it looks like, or like a tumbled kind of piece here. It's sick.
But on the exterior, you have this really subtle snorkel that faces backwards so that it doesn't suck in a bunch of dust.
Yeah, the snorkel's sweet.
It also has a Molly panel headache rack. This also comes with the hybrid motor.
Yes, it does. 328 horsepower, 465 foot-pounds of torque.
Which is a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
That means you can weigh this bad boy down and still crawl up the hill like we're doing right now.
The suspension's a little different. This has Old Man Emu, which you've told me is a very nice centric brand. This thing has been tuned to have more weight over the rear end, as you overlanders love to do with your big tents and refrigerators in the trunk and everything. Refrigerator in the bed.
Which you can option, I think, from Toyota. But one of the most important parts about this truck is coils in the rear.
This truly feels like a luxury truck. There's some other real, true Overlander features on here that I think justify the price tag. Like in the bed, the compressor's back there. It's got an air chuck that you hook onto so you can inflate your own tires if you air down. I wonder if it's possible to power like a pneumatic front locker on this truck with that compressor. That'd be a great feature to have. There's some power outlets and USB in the back so you can hook up your gadgets. When you're set up at camp, you can use your truck as a power block basically, which I think is awesome. I mean, this thing, at first I was like, okay, Toyota's like really taking advantage of their Overland cred, but you know, the more I look at this thing and the more features I find, the more I'm like thinking this is actually might be a pretty good deal.
It's a really good truck.
Find a new truck with all the stuff that you'd install yourself anyway in a way that is engineered properly
with a warranty.
Really wonderful truck. Trail Hunter, cool as hell. It gets my seal of approval for sure.
Definitely gets mine.
On one other note, the snorkel on this thing is actually pretty loud. Justin, that's the air being sucked in right next to your face. Luckily with the window up, it's not too bad, but it's definitely noticeable.
It handled these back roads pretty great, but it's time to put it to the test.
Oh, that guy. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Crawl control is engaged, Justin.
Crawl control is engaged.
The truck is driving itself. Well, not necessarily. You're still steering, but it's gonna feel its way up this hill that we're going up. No, you're on the gas. Was that
I'm
you?
not on throttle.
You're not doing that. Oh, wow.
I'm not doing any of this.
Now, Justin, you're an off-roader. How do you feel about it doing it for you like this?
You know, it's a little weird. This is kind of the whole point of the fun, is that you're doing it and you get to challenge yourself. But if you ever found yourself in a situation where you just really want to show off to people, this is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, I think this is definitely like a get me out of here kind of feature. You know, you wouldn't use this on every single ascent that you're making, but you know, if you're in a weird spot that you're not comfortable, just let the truck do it, and it seems to be working pretty dang well.
Want to try it backwards?
I'm really doing this thing right now.
It's doing it right now?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
This is crazy, dude. It's doing it by itself. It's working, it's figuring it out, it's figuring it out, it's figuring it out.
Look at that.
Wow. Dude, what?
The future is now, Nolan.
This feels like before you go on a roller coaster. There we go, okay.
All right.
We're in crawl control, low speed now.
I'm off the brake.
You're off the brake and it's doing it now. Okay, so it's just using the brake. Really? Okay.
Really aggressive.
It's really, it doesn't modulate as smoothly as I thought it would. This is crazy though. So it's doing it.
It's doing this.
It's
I'm
just
not
like,
doing anything.
okay.
All right, I figured it out.
It's like, all right, we're good.
That was fun.
I don't know if I look cool doing it, but we're making it down the hill, and that's what counts, right? You do kind of look like a geek though.
And now, time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
This, in my opinion, is the cream of the crop of Toyota. We had fun in the Trail Hunter. I can't wait for you to invite me to go camping. But this guy right here is Toyota's Desert Runner. And if you know me, I like to go over jumps fast. So instead of the old man emu suspension we had on the Trail Hunter, Justin, this guy has Fox Racing suspension. We've got adjustable suspension front and rear to tailor it to whatever terrain we're on.
We've got a hood scoop now.
Honestly, not sure how I feel about that.
Brother,
This new orange they got.
what do they call it? Rust?
Rust?
Pretty good.
You know I like that. To keep weight down, Trail Hunter, steel skid plates. This guy, aluminum.
For like softer stuff, like you're running in the desert, you don't necessarily need steel. You actually want to save that weight. That's smart.
It has different rock sliders than your Trail Hunter over there.
It has these weird seats. What are those about?
Got some crazy seats. Let's look at those real quick.
We've got this really cool air ride seat or air shock seat. I don't really know how to explain it, but these shocks have air in them and they make the ride more comfortable while you're doing your off-road driving. You can change the PSI with this dial here, or you can change the shock absorber based on whether you're off-road or on-road. It's really weird. It kind of seems like a gimmick.
They look crazy. Toyota,
They look wild.
these are Toyota's own design. They didn't go out to any other company to like source these. They spent, I'm gonna guess, probably millions of dollars developing this system right here. And from a driver perspective and passenger seat perspective,
Super comfy.
pretty sick. Justin though, try sitting behind one of these things. This is my seating position right here. How do you feel?
It takes away from having your crew. Like this is like a jetpack on the back of the seat. All right, Nolan, we're here.
I've been waiting all week for this, Justin. We've got a fire road, we've got a TRD Pro, and permission to go fast. So
Let's do it.
I'm gonna do it. Foot to the floor.
Woo!
We gotta jump here, Justin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Oh, boy.
So we've disconnected the front sway bar.
We've also softened the adjustable Fox suspension.
That's right.
Wow,
It's
it's
in four-wheel
eating this
drive.
alive.
Dude, it's no problem at all. It feels very smooth. This is
Big
sweet.
dip. Woo. We're definitely hitting bump stops.
Yeah.
That's good. And it feels amazing.
Dude, it feels so smooth. This thing kicks ass.
You're doing 50 right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh man, what a truck. We should probably specify the TRD Pro is now officially Toyota's Desert Runner trim.
And you know what? I think it's legit.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
sick. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Dude.
Dude, way to go Toyota.
Yeah.
I don't think the Trail Hunter could do that.
All right, Justin, punch it. Here we go. Yeah, buddy.
For a 4-cylinder, the thing sounds pretty meaty.
Pretty good. Go, go, go. Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, the rear end was like so smooth when it came down. That's nice. That's really good. Punch it, dude. It can handle it. It can handle it.
I'm scared, Nolan. It's a new car.
I know. It can handle it. Punch it.
Woo!
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Dude,
When in doubt, throttle out.
this thing's amazing. This thing's amazing. No problem. You got it. There you go. Now slow down. Dude. What more do you want?
Ah, dude, driving off-road fast is a whole new level.
Now, the Tacoma is not without its cons. Justin and I had a great time driving both the Trail Hunter and TRD Pro, but both of us also experienced an overheating transmission. I gotta say, kind of disappointing. If I was buying one of these trucks, the first mod I would make is an external transmission cooler. Keep that transmission happy, keep yourself happy. Also, the price tags of around $62,000 and $65,000 for the Trail Hunter and TRD Pro is a pretty big jump in price from the previous TRD Pro, but I don't think that one had bump stops on the rear.
What a truck.
This thing's the real deal. This thing rules, man. Oh my God.
That was so much fun.
What are our takeaways here?
There's nothing wrong with hybrid 4-cylinder turbos.
Very solid truck all around. Even if you don't get the TRD Pro, you're getting a great truck, but it's actually kind of amazing how good this thing is.
Yeah.
Ripping on a dirt road like this. It's amazing.
And if you want an option where you just buy it and go, this is it.
Yeah.
The Trail Hunter could be it.
Or you can get yourself an SR and put a lift on it, put wheels on it, make it your own truck, and that's the beauty of Tacoma. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow Justin on all social media at Justin Freeman. Follow me at Nolan J. Sykes if you'd like, and we will see you next time.